Alright everybody, what is going on? It's your boy, Juice and a Loot Box. Now, it's your boy, the Gamesman, aka host of Pokemart TCG, guys, back in the house for another awesome video. What's going on, my dudes, my guys, and if we got any girls out there, welcome to Pokemart TCG. Alright guys, got another awesome video for you guys, all you guys that got the slick back hair like your boy. Nah, just kidding. Guys, got another awesome video, guys, for you guys lined up. Hopefully guys out there catch them all having a ball. Don't have the guy to catch them all hat again. It's in the next room, still doing some work in the studio. But yeah guys, got another awesome video for you guys this afternoon, guys. I'd like to bring it to you real, bring it to you straight from the heart. Let you guys know what's going on and, you know, what's next. You know, what is next? Just want to talk a little bit, I guess, you know, as a title, Marvel Masterpieces, Flair, Marvel Universe. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Marvel Universe, guys, and some of you guys might be just slipping and missing out on some opportunity. So I'm going to share that with you. Also, if I got something, I have to go next door to get it. But I want to share that with you as well because I'm in so many different. This channel with me, I'm in so many different categories outside of everybody else that just does Pokemon. A hustler, guys. All right, I'm one of those side hustlers. Got a lot of different opportunities that knock on my door. Long before I came to YouTube, I've been doing. Long before I came to YouTube, all of my hustles outside of Pokemon. Pokemon is just like one of the newest things that I got into 4 years ago from buying video games at an estate sale. So I knew about Pokemon, but yeah, it's one thing that I've got into and started a YouTube channel doing videos with. But outside of the realm of Pokemon, guys, there's a lot of stuff that you guys could be collecting, especially when, you know, trying to collect cards. Pokemon with the pandemic, a lot of people are experiencing shortages, and quite frankly, some Pokemon cards are shortfall. And I say shortfall because of the lackluster in quality. Being that we're in this pandemic, guys, Pokemon has been rushing stuff to our door. I mean, we've been begging for product. A lot of guys complaining about product, can't find Pokemon product, getting in lines with the scalpers, and that's another issue. People complaining about other people, and you just need to worry about yourselves. Just get out there and collect what you collect, do what you do, and just take care of you. You know, don't worry about what somebody else is doing. You need to really concentrate on what you're doing. I mean, what are you doing? Are you changing your life? Are you making steps to progress and make your life better? Or are you just going to sit there and complain about somebody else's success? I mean, a lot of people complain about my success and what I do, hating on, but you know, that's another story. I mean, it's long progressed on this channel. A lot of people that just hate on me for what I do. But like I said, you guys that want to get out there and experience stuff for yourself, there's a lot of opportunity. A lot of opportunity. I'm all parts of different opportunities that come because of what I do. All right, because I'm on all different aspects, on different levels that many other people who just collect Pokemon, just collect Yu-Gi-Oh, just collect Magic the Gathering. I'm like the alpha investor, you can say, because I'm all parts of different types of investments and different types of opportunities that I'm involved in. It's just part of what I do. I mean, I'm a hustler, guys. All right, I'm a hustler. I'm in all different types of collectibles and commodities. All right, so without further ado, guys, like I said, Pokemon has been slipping. We've been asking for Pokemon product, all right, knocking on Pokemon doors saying, hey, you know, well, we can't wait for the next product. I myself can't wait for the next product. But as Pokemon continues to surge, as it's continues, stuff is still going up in price. It's affecting a lot of other areas, and we'll talk about that as well. But what Pokemon, guys, is messing up on, and you can see it on many other channels, and I'm going to knock on their doors as well. Check out Collect Pokemon, Twice Baked Jake, You could hear it, they talk about it. A lot of people talking about shiny fates, guys. A lot of people talking about issues with shiny fates. About the, I mean, we can complain all day about different types of Pokemon. I mean, we really can. But we're just going to talk about shiny fates for just a second, because there's a real issue that's plaguing the set a little bit. And that's, quite frankly, because, Pokemon is so behind on getting product to us. I mean, we want this product. We want this product. I can't wait for new product. You guys can't wait for new product, right? But as they continue to push forward, I mean, they're so backed up trying to do reprints and everything else, they're losing focus, guys. And what's going on is you got a lot of issues with Pokemon cards, the new stuff coming out. All right, as we get new sets, technology only increases and gets better, right? Quality of cards, the texture of cards, the overall printing quality of cards as we know it from back from the 90s has drastically increased. I mean, increased 100 times better than what we seen in the 90s. I used to collect cards back in the 90s as well, guys. Part of that, X-Men and Pokemon. I was part of Pokemon and what is those other cards? Digimon, I think they were. But I collected a whole lot of other different cards too, even back into the 70s, the 1977 Star Wars cards and all. I was part of all of that, even the Garbage Pail Kids back in the days when they were just stickers. Collected all of that kind of stuff. So the quality we have now, guys, and the expectations that we expect from Pokemon far exceeds anything that we had back in the 90s. All right? But still, with the technology, guys, comes issues. And Shiny Fates has some issues, all right? Like I said, you can go back and check out Collect Pokemon. I love that guy. He's very knowledgeable on Japanese Pokemon and the modern stuff. Talks about the baby shinies, guys. And if you guys don't know, Shiny Fates has an issue with the edges of the cards with specking, with sparkly edges, and it's plaguing the set. And I've seen a lot of people who open up the cards getting that issue with the cards being speckled. Now, I opened up some product with you guys last Sunday or Monday, and I pulled a baby shiny out of my shiny Pikachu box, and that card had speckling. Let me see if I can show you guys. I got to go in the other room anyway and get the other stuff, but let me get that card, and hopefully you guys maybe will see that, but I got to grab the other thing, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We're going to continue with this conversation. All right. All right, I'm back. I'm back in the house. All right, so I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that, but down on the bottom edges of this card, it's like got holographically on the bottom. It's going to be very tough to see any speckling, but right at the bottom edge and along the other edges, yeah, the whole card is like speckly on the edge, on all the edges. It's all like shiny. Now, I've seen people even with the edges on the yellowing side have the sparkly stuff of this baby shiny all on the side. So that's another issue. Now, another issue that I've seen that many people were talking about is centering, especially on the Eevee card. All right, on the Eevee promo card that's inside the ETBs. All right, a lot of people talking about off-centering. We had the same off-centering issue in Champions Path Charizards that were kind of like horrendous. They were really off to the left or off to the right or way up on the top or way up on the bottom. One way or another, those cards are like really badly centered. And the same thing affected Eevee. Now, you wouldn't expect that you would have this bad a quality coming from Pokemon cards, right? Being that we got state of art technology, right? We're at the age of technology where we shouldn't have any issues with any cards. I mean, every card you should pull should be like PSA ready to go to grade 10, right? Grade 10, these cards. But being that Pokemon, guys, is, you know, focusing on trying to reprint and do other sets, try to get product out there to try to kill the scalpers margin of what the margins of what scalpers are making versus the LGS stores are making. Pokemon is trying to print, and they're in what, high volume or whatever the hell they call it. They said they're going to be printing, trying to get as much product. They're on the highest. They got the presses cranked out to the highest magnitude they can go to pump out this product. Now, as they pump out this product, right? As they pump out this product, what do you think? Bad quality control. Now, guys, I used to be a pressman years ago. I used to work for Danbury Printing and Litho, guys. And I'm just going to talk because I've seen some people talking about some stuff that was on the cards. I worked on M110s. They're M110s, M300, and the M1000. These are $6 to $8 million presses. And then you had like $9 to $10 million like the M1000. What you got is, these all had automatic press washers on them. They had the solid that goes through. The blankets were auto washed. They had a roller that had cloth wrap on it, and the pressman would hit the button at the console at the command station for washing the entire blankets. The reason you would wash the blankets is to remove hickeys, which would be specking, any issues that you had that was contaminating the actual printing quality. If you saw like marks and stuff, specks, or picking, or we call them hickeys, like you guys see those on the back of the cards, like whitings and little white nicks. Those are, we called hickeys. And normally to erase those, we would wash the press down, auto wash the entire unit. And you couldn't just do one unit. You had to wash the entire blanket. So these cloth washers had solvent that would spray onto the washers, and the cloth wipe would spin to dry the two sets of blankets. You had a top blanket, top blanket, and you had bottom blanket rollers. All right, they would both wash both top and bottom at the same time consecutively, and that would remove. Now, sometimes the auto washers did not remove the hickey, and that hickey comes from the paper that's going through the rollers. It would delaminate, and a piece of the card, I'm going to say the paper from the print, would stick to the blanket, and that would continue to rotate and hit each card or hit each sheet. And as the print would go through, the ink would go on the blanket, it would still leave that white speck on the card because the ink was not hitting that white speck. So we would go through with Adobe pad, all right, and we would hit that area in the cyan, magenta, whatever area of the blanket, whether it was the top cyan unit or the magenta or the yellow or the black, we would hit that roller to remove that hickey with Adobe pad if the auto wash didn't remove it. Now, most cases that work with Adobe pad. All right. Now, other instances are people were complaining on Shiny Fates having some marks on the card that was like a discolor. Now, that would come from the auto wash solution where the blanket was rotating. The cloth was trying to dry the blanket and didn't hit all the solvent off, and so it dripped onto the sheet. That sheet continued to roll on, hit the next unit, and it kind of like gave you like bleached kind of like area because the blanket and the ink does not mix. So it was kind of like cause that kind of like blemish on the side of multiple cards. As long as that solvent was still wet, it would hit each sheet, and that would cause you multiple cards on different cards would have that bleached area. So that's a printing error, if you want to say error cards, how many hit, that's due to solvent. All right. So Shiny Fates, guys, has some issues on that end. Bad centering on a lot of cards, even though we're on the state-of-the-art technology. Pokemon rushing the product, and the quality control is sucking. That's what you get when you're rushing product based on other product that we have got from Pokemon, guys, has been superior to sets that we have been getting as of late. Champion's Path, and Shiny Fates. Hidden Fates was actually a little better than both of those sets combined. And then, like I said, we had people that were opening up Vivid Voltage and getting the 25th anniversary cards inside of those booster boxes and booster packs. That's another thing, because Pokemon is such in a rush, guys, that quality control, overall quality control, is lacking somewhere. And, like I said, they're trying to rush out product and worried about trying to get reprints, worried about trying to get other stuff. Pokemon just really need to sit back and relax and just, if they got to make more printing presses, maybe they got to enlarge their establishment. Open up more presses somewhere. Open up another area in another town or something and make more cards in another area. So now you have multiple facilities printing Pokemon products to meet the demand without having to give up the quality control. Because as a pressman, when I used to work at Danbury Printing and Litho, known as Bonta Direct Marketing, that's what it was under when it bought out Danbury Printing and Litho, which is in Connecticut, guys, because I'm in New York. I used to work in Danbury Printing and Litho. It was bought out by Bonta Direct Marketing, which I was under. Bonta Direct Marketing, which was a little bit bigger. Melissa Previty, her husband had died in a plane crash back in the early parts of the 2000. Well, I think it was in the 90s when he passed away, because I had just got into that printing facility and he had passed. He had been gone for several years when I got into that company. Guys, it's we had quality control there, and you had actually whoever was when the plates went into the plate room, they had quality control in there overlooking the plate process, making sure that the actual film and stuff didn't have any lint or anything on it, because when they go to take the transform the paper, I don't know what you call that thing, the layout for what was to be printed to go to the plate, they had to make sure that the film didn't have any lint on it, and quality control was overseeing that to make sure, they were actually scanning it to make sure any lint was not on there, because whatever was on the film transformed over to the plate, and once that was on the plate, then you had an issue on the card or the product that came out. Once it started going through all the ink units, the plate would get the ink, ink would transfer from the plate to the blanket, and the blanket would transfer whatever the image that was on the plate to that paper that you were printing on, and you would see the issues. Any like scratch on the plate or anything, or any scratch that was on the film, transformed to the plate, and the plate transformed that to the product. So quality control was big in my facility when I was under in a pressman stage, learned as a journeyman. Then that was a big thing. All right, it was a big thing. Quality control, guys. We did not lack quality control. No matter, we still met the demand of American Express service merchandise, catalogs when we were printing that. We printed a lot of American Express, Amex brochures for credit card. If you want to get a credit card from American Express, and those were all over banks. You go into banks, they had those in those little slot things. We printed a lot of American Express catalogs for service merchandise, and then we also did Upper Deck Home Run Heroes. We were big for doing that in Danbury Printing and Litho. So quality control was there, guys, for all of that, and so I could tell you a little bit about what I know about the printing facilities and quality control. And like I said, I could talk about the previous sets because I opened up Vivid Voltage, I opened up Champion's Path, and I opened up Hidden Fates, and I opened up Shining Legends. And I could see the different qualities of you could see what Pokemon is like, is lacking. They're lacking some quality control for their stuff. What's up, Rob Skatuni? So, with all this rush, guys, I don't think the biggest thing that Pokemon should be focusing on is trying to get reprint sets, trying to delinquish the card values on certain sets. I mean, some of these sets are long gone. You just let them go and just move on, and worry about getting your quality control up to par and getting that set so the cards are not so badly cropped, cut wrong, or are badly off-centered, and you won't have any issues with edging of quality, guys, because these sets are brand new and they're plagued with issues, and we shouldn't be going through issues with cards in the state-of-the-art facility using all this state-of-the-art. I mean, if you ever seen Pokemon cards being made and all this, there's a YouTube channel, I forgot, Card and All Gaming. Check out his channel. All right, Card and All Gaming. He did an exclusive inside look at how Pokemon cards are made, guys. You can see how Pokemon does their product, guys. There's a video out. Check out Card and All Gaming, because I watch more YouTube channels than I do actual physical TV, and it gets me more knowledgeable about bring a video to you guys. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Being I was a pressman and I'm watching channels that used to do, the printing stuff I used to do. So I could talk about that stuff and know about what I'm talking about. But check out Card and All Gaming, guys. You can actually see how Pokemon cards are made, or type on YouTube how Pokemon cards are made. You may actually see that video. You can actually see the inside of the Pokemon facility to an extent. He goes extensively in with showing you guys how cards are made with this video that's Pokemon, I guess, allowed certain camera people to come in and do these videos to show certain things. You can see the steps how Pokemon cards are made, guys. If you don't know how they're made, definitely it will enlighten you on what I'm talking about, where we shouldn't be getting cards in the manner that we're getting right now, because that is a real big issue, especially when they're trying to meet the demand for a product that, we shouldn't be lacking quality, all right? We should be, it's like a fine steak. You go to like Banta, or you go to Outback Steakhouse, or you get those steaks from Omaha Steaks. You look for quality, right? So you pay for what you get in return, and if the steak isn't what it is, guys, you return the steak, right? You get, hey, this steak doesn't taste right. They take the steak, they bring you back a fresh one or whatever, right? You complain about the steak, you complain about any food when you go to restaurants. They try to make it right? So Pokemon needs to wake up, guys. We should not be having issues on brand new sets. We're in 2021. The age of technology from where we came in the 90s has really been upscaled. So we shouldn't have any issues with cards being off-centered. If you take a look at that video, guys, it's a really awesome video. Card and All Gaming. Go check out his channel, or just type on YouTube how Pokemon cards are made, and you guys will see the video. Watch that video. It's an amazing video. Will really enlighten you guys on how cards are made, the whole printing concept on how cards are actually laid out and scaled. And you guys can see what I'm talking about, why we should be getting the best that Pokemon can produce and not have quality issues. I mean, I think their quality control from what they used to do because of the rush now, they really just don't give a hell. They just print as much as they can get out, and the quality control is just going to be plagued. So that's what's going on. All right, but as far as that, guys, I have some stuff here. You got Marvel Masterpieces. I watch another channel, guys. Being that I just don't do Pokemon cards, I was in the sports card game in the 90s, guys. I used to go to Gloria Rothstein, collect, buy wax boxes from Flair, OPC, Impel, Skybox, OPC, who else? Tops Stadium Club, a lot of the companies, Upper Deck. I bought a lot of sports cards, guys, back in the early 90s. I started off with collecting baseball cards, football cards, and basketball cards. Had a lot of Kobe Bryant stuff, had a lot of Shaquille O'Neal, had a lot of, what's his name, the Alonzo Mournings and all of that, those cards. I had a lot of those rookie year cards of those guys back in the early 90s. Well, we had some stuff that had gone through, with the card market crashes and stuff that I've been part of. Actually seen face to face, was in card crashes, card market when the market just fell out. I was in the video game crash of the 80s. For what we got going on now, it's the ball game is really changing. Back from when I collected, I wouldn't have known that cards would have gone the way they've gone. I don't think anybody would have took a guess that cards would make a comeback the way they are coming back. But it's really astounded me that for these cards, the Marvel Masterpieces that I had got back in the 90s. I mean, I collected a little bit of them. I really didn't get crazy into them. I collected a lot of Disney stuff. Back in the night, I went to card shows. I collected some Disney. I went to the Gloria Rothstein shows, and I got some cards, some wax. At the same time, when I was collecting baseball cards, I was doing Disney. So I got, wax boxes of baseball, Topps Gold. I think I was collecting I was trying to build the complete set of the Topps Gold. The Topps Gold set. You get a gold card, some kind of gold label, like logo with the guy's name. I was going to Costco's buying Topps, regular Topps, 1990. I don't know what that was. It was the 90s. I know that Topps. We got the Topps Gold in there, and was buying those wax boxes from Costco's. I don't know. I think they were like $15, $20 a box, something like that. Then you go to Gloria Rothstein and buy these, and then I buy all kinds of different singles. But this is, I'm going to show you guys some stuff that talk about Marvel Universe, Flair, and Marvel Masterpieces has just gone nuts. It really has, and I have come across back when I was in the flea market a few years back. A guy had brought in some cards to Scott. Scott is one of my main guys that I could buy Pokemon from. He was in the flea market as an indoor vendor. And you heard me talk about Scott from the Bullpen. He had a card shop out here in my local area. He closed that down to open up a shop in the Duchess Mall flea market, known as the Marketplace, that recently closed about a year ago. So me and Scott, we'd gone back since he had the shop from card shows here in the Poughkeepsie Gallery and stuff like that, where I met him, Butch, and a lot of other guys where we collected. This guy had brought some cards to Scott at the flea market. It happened to be some Flair, Marvel Masterpieces, some Marvel Universe cards. that Scott turned down, didn't take. You know, at the time, these cards weren't doing anything. The guy said, you know, I forgot what the offer was, but I didn't pay much for these guys. I bought this with a bunch of baseball cards in boxes like this, just like this. They were in these kind of boxes. I bought a bunch of baseball from this guy. It was a whole like cart, $20, $30, something like that. I bought, and I'm going to show you exactly what I got. But Marvel Universe, guys, Marvel Masterpieces, X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. Guys, this stuff is just going nuts. I'm going to show you guys what I got for pennies on a dollar, and it's really a small fortune that I got here. And these people are sending these cards to get graded, guys, and the pops on these, the amount of cards that are graded are very, very low ratio. So there's good chances that the cards that I got could become 9s and 10s. I heard a lot of people, I was watching Sports Card Investor. That's another channel, guys. Go check out the Sports Card Investor, guys. If you guys are trying to get into just more than Pokemon, and you're trying to get into the sports card end, as well as the Mandalorian cards and stuff like that, that's different to Star Wars cards. Go check out the Sports Card Investor. Very knowledgeable team over there. It'll help you and bring you up to par on this market, guys, on stuff that you guys are just chasing after Pokemon cards. It'll bring you up to speed on what's going on in the world of collectibles, because these guys touch base with a lot of other product outside of just Pokemon cards, all right? They touch base with the sports card and the non-sports stuff. And this is an area that I also specialized in back in the times that I was collecting. It was something that I did, so I could talk highly about the cards. But another thing that also was going on with these cards was quality control. PSA was at the bottom line, guys. There's not many collectors back in the 90s that had a lot of PSA cards. PSA was not at the level at where they're at now today. It was very minute that you saw PSA cards. I mean, it wasn't something that we would, as collectibles, as collectors, guys, we really didn't send our cards out to PSA. We put them in a penny sleeve and in a top loader. That's where they sat, or they went into a binder. We really didn't care for our cards back in the 90s the way they needed to be taken care of. So some of us did, some of us don't. I just say to that point, if you go to a card show, you see cards in top loaders and stuff like that. Definitely you would see stuff like that, or in just a penny loader, penny sleeve. But cards weren't really taken care of the way they are now. And so a lot of the Marvel cards, a lot of even Disney cards, a lot of holographic cards, the quality, print quality, yeah, there was a lot of issues with print quality back then as well. And on certain cards being scratched, because even in the pack they were getting scratched by other cards because the cards were being flipped upside down in the packs. They really didn't watch that. On some of the companies didn't watch the cards. Hollow foils were being inserted into packs upside down, sideways, and and they were rubbing against other cards that was put scratches on hollows. But the overall, we as collectors didn't take care of our cards the way we know now, that we put them in the top loader, sleeve them up as soon as we pull them out of a pack. Potential PSA graded, potential cards that could be a PSA 10, we sleeve them up. We didn't do that kind of stuff back then. We put them in these like boxes like this, and that's where they stood. So a lot of these cards, Marvel Universe from 1991, Series 1, Series 2, Marvel Universe, and the Marvel Annual, Flair Annual, I think it was called. These cards did not get, they just went into a box. So this guy went over to Scott, guys, and was selling these cards. All right, selling these cards. And I got like a small fortune here, guys. It's really going to, really, I'm glad that I was just in the bedroom, since I'm in the studio there next door doing some work in there. I came across these last night. And I said, I'm going to pop a video up because I was watching a lot of people talking about these Marvel Universe cards. And I was like, wow, I think I had some of those in boxes. I know I have the binder, so I'm going to show you guys some of this stuff. And the art on this stuff is just, it's like a fine steak. But I'm going to show you guys. I got some Flair Marvel Masterpieces comic cards. This is this box here, and the quality of these cards. You think they're all banged up, guys? OMG. Yeah, they're in really nice shape. So let me just put this box. I just want to show you some of these cards. Like here's Flair, guys. Check out. And I think I put some cards up in the front that really. Some of these cards, guys, are really going to knock you. Look at the artwork on this. Flair. 1994, I believe it is. Yeah, it's 1994 Flair, guys. So these guys are a little over 30 years old. Check out that Iron Man right there. I pulled out some of these cards that I just wanted to show you guys that will really, get up there. The pops on these guys are like low. Check out the Spider-Man wedding. Some of these artworks on these cards, and these cards are thick. If you guys look how thick these are compared to like Pokemon cards. These are thick, thick cards. Flair, 1994, the wedding. I'll give you guys a quick shot at the back of what the cards look like on the back. Really, really awesome cards. Check out the Punisher. These will make some nice T-shirts. I mean, can you see this card on a T-shirt of the Punisher just blowing up on a black T-shirt? That'll make an awesome T-shirt right there. Flair Punisher, well, Marvel Punisher. Check out the Rhinoverse Spider-Man. Some awesome Spider-Man card. Flair. Check out the Hulk. Got another shot of the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. There's David Banner, or Bruce Banner, right there. And then him with the shirt changed. These are cards that I had got, guys, for like $20 to $30 with a whole bunch of stuff that I got. Some of the other stuff I had sold off, but these I held on to. Wolverine. There's another Wolverine shot. Awesome cards, guys. And these cards have really gone up. And the quality, guys, these got super shine on them. So I have to really look up the pops on these to see where they're at on on eBay and see what they're actually going for. Single cards like this that are in graded form. But I just figure I'll pull out some. Look at that shot of Captain America. Awesome card right there. And that is the Flair. That's the Flair Marvel Annual. Captain America. There's another one. Look at this. Ghost Rider. Some really awesome cards, guys. And these are very hard to find now. And the prices on the boxes have just gone crazy. And they continue to go up daily, guys. These prices on these boxes of the Flair, the X-Men, and the Marvel Masterpieces are just going like nuts right now. And the people are talking about they can't find the cards, in decent shape because they're all banged up. Like we really didn't take care of these cards in the 90s, guys. Look at this one. An awesome shot of, I think that's, I don't know who that guy is right there. But there's Captain America in there. And that I don't know who that guy is right there. But yeah, that's the Invaders. There's Thing versus the Hulk. Doctor Doom. Or Doctor Strange, rather. Doctor Strange, look at that. Amazing, amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Captain America. Awesome shot right there. Captain America. Wolverine. I picked out some of these. I hand selected some of these cards to show you guys because the artwork on these cards are just phenomenal. The Black Spider-Man. check that out. These cards are just crazy. There's Doom, the shot of Doom. That is just crazy. The artwork's on this. Look at Thor. Look at that shot of Thor. That is radiant right there. That is radiant. That's an awesome shot of Thor. All that like radiant colors. That's a crazy card. Here's Spider-Man and Venom. Look at Venom. Holy cow! Imagine that thing being behind you. There, look at this. Look at that Spider-Man electromagnetic and the static. That's crazy. So look at this. Look at this. Galactus. Crazy artwork on these cards. Scorpion vs. Spider-Man. Captain America. Check that out. There we go. Mega Red vs. Wolverine. These battles here, guys. And then look at Punisher. Some of these cards just crazy, guys. It is crazy. So I got a whole box, guys. A whole box of these Flair 1994, guys. And these cards are not beat to hell. They're all in like pristine. They're not stuck together. But I got a whole box of Flair 1994 in this little 800 count box or 600 count box. Yeah, this was part of that deal that I got at the flea market a couple years ago. So glad I kept them. Let's show you this binder. And you guys seen this before, but this is a binder that I got of the Marvel Universe cards and some sick stuff in here. This is Series 2. I'm just going to move it up to you so you guys can see this. So you have the Spider-Man, and I think it's upside. Okay, it's right. There's Spider-Man, and these are cards that people are sending in to get graded from Series 2. Some of them cards. I'm not saying all of them, but the pops on these cards, Series 2. I'm trying to find sealed wax. I think Series 2 is going for a couple $100. Series 1 really took off. But this is Series 2 because it has the tan borders. But some artworks on these cards, guys. Glad I did not throw these away, or I decided to keep everything. There is the back of the card. I just want to show you guys so you guys can see the backs of the cards. So really trying to just move forward in the camera so you guys can take a look at this stuff. And these cards have, since Marvel is coming out with all the movies, guys, these cards have been just taken off. A lot of people are speculating to see if these cards are going to continue to go up. They're not sure because of the way things are going with the card market. They're not sure if it's just going to go and go, but you know, some of these cards, some of these things have gone like $1,000. Have gone really sick. But these are the Marvel, the 1991 Series 2. This is 92, 91. But there are some art cards, and these have some really awesome cards. And I'm going to show you some more. Just going to go through this binder, guys, so you guys can take a look at all of these cards. Really, really sick cards. And the artwork's on the back. Impeccable. Now, these cards have been known for whiting and pitting. But for the most part, these guys are just in sleeves. Whoever had these prior to me, these cards are not in penny sleeves. These are like just inserted inside this binder. All right, they're just inserted inside the binder, and there's no other. I mean, they kept them in a binder, and they kept them. These guys are pristine, these cards. And I'm probably going to send some out to PSA myself. I'm going to be doing some research on these cards to see what they're actually going for, if they're worth even sending out. Check out the pops on these to see where they are on the PSA, because hardly any of these cards are you know, got any kind of really big numbers to really populate, to say, hey, well, the population of this card is here. There's so many. There's not a lot of these guys are out there that are graded. All right, people are starting to send these in to get graded right as I speak. There are cards coming back from PSA, and cards that have came out 10, they sold for 100, 170 then, like in January, and they're just going nuts now. So the cards that went for 170 are even double or triple that now. So whoever sold them back then lost out on a lot of dinero, because those cards are really going for real good money now. So, how long will it, even if it lost money, say, hey, there was a card that went for 1,000, it went for 1,000. If there was a decline, it went down by 50%, the card is 500, so it's still good money. Even if it lost 50% of its value, it's 500. So, will they go down? They're speculating that these cards will continue to rise, guys, as well as the sealed wax. You could check out Marvel Universe, Marvel Masterpiece, Uncanny X-Men stuff. Check on eBay, guys. You can see the numbers under sold completed listings, even under singles. Cards are just going crazy under this stuff, guys. So I'm so glad that I actually kept this stuff, guys. Got this in that part of that collection that the guy was selling for pennies on the dollar, like $30, $40 I paid for with this, that included this binder and those boxes. And I still got 2 more boxes. But I just wanted to show you guys this stuff today on the video. I'm going to show you some other stuff. With this being said, guys, I mean, if you know the card shows that we used to know, those of you that are up in age like me, all right, then you would know that, card shows were big. We may see card shows coming back, guys, after the pandemic clears out, because I've seen some people doing card shows in Ohio. I watched a lot of YouTube. People were wearing masks at card shows in Ohio, and they've been going strong. So we may see card shows come back into the malls and stuff like that. So it might be crazy. Now, Rob said Fortnite. Anything's possible, guys. I mean, we're all in a collectible market. I'm going to show you some other stuff that I got that could very well boom. I mean, it's seeing some profits now, but I'm going to show you some stuff outside of this stuff. But it's collectibles, and the pops on what I'm going to show you in those Target bags, and it's not Target product. It's actually product from the 90s that it's going for really good money now. But I wanted to show you these cards because I have these cards are just crazy. So it's just crazy. I got like I said, this binder. Look how thick. Look how many pages we still got left in here. I got pages upon pages of Marvel Universe, Marvel Masterpiece stuff in here, guys, and these cards are just sick. We haven't gotten to the ones that I really wanted to show you, because I found these really spectacular. Look at the artwork on this. My Garbage Pail Kids and stuff that I had as a kid, I stuck them on the refrigerator. They were stickers back then. They weren't really like cards. They were stickers. And I stuck them to the refrigerator. And they were stuck on, when I had binders, they were stuck on the front of binders like this. So any of that stuff, those are gone, long gone. All right, now check these out. These are red. I have to really do some research on these because these are like red metallic. And so I don't damage them, I just want to really pull these out so you can actually see. These are red metallic, guys. This is sick here. This is red metallic Spider-Man 2099. That's the back of the card. And that's, again, the front. This is a whole set of red metallic cards from 2099. Let me see if I can see. Skybox makes these. From Skybox. It was not even in business anymore. Skybox made these. And you can see, look at the condition on this card. I just pulled it right out of one of the sleeves. It's not stuck to the card or anything. It's not stuck to the plastic. This card slipped right out. Look at the condition of that card. Really nice condition on these cards. I mean, some of them do have some like little white nicks, but that's probably how they might have came from the pack. But let me get this back in the sleeve. And it slides right in there. You would have thought that these cards might be stuck to the plastic, but these are red metallic. And I have to do, like I said, I have to the population on these are really, really low. Just because there's not very many around that people have sent into PSA to get graded. And people are right now looking for buying the product up and sending cards in. And some of the cards, they had centering issues as well, guys. So on this stuff that, people are talking about it to, certain cards that get graded and certain cards they would not send in. They would send it in as bulk. They would not send it as a card paying PSA $50 to get expressed back out to actually, sell a few copies and make some money back. They would send them in as bulk because they were graded as a 9. But, still, since the population on these cards are low, any one of these cards in this set, any of these cards could be commons or uncommons, but they're stars. These are your Marvel stars. And some of these guys are your Avengers stars. So any one of these, especially like these battle scenes that you see here, Punisher versus Ghost Riders and stuff like that. Any one of these guys, with Marvel coming out with all of these movies, this stuff can really just pop off. And I'm so glad I still have it, and they're in the condition that they're in. A lot of these cards are just been in the binder. They've been in this binder as long as I had it, and as long as that guy probably had it. And there are some metal cards here as well. These are metal cards over here. These are all metallic metal right here. These two here, are metal cards. So there's some kind of special card that you collect out of the Marvel. But you can see they're etched in, like you can feel they're embossed metal. But so glad. Some artwork on these are just really, really crazy. All right, let me. Sorry, I'm bouncing around on the camera a lot, but look at the artwork on the back of that Thor. See, that's what's really crazy about this. Look, it's like a comic book on the back. Check that out. Just like a comic book on the back, the way a comic book would be laid out. But when I speak about that, you'll see what I'm talking about when I get to this next patch. When I get to these Marvel Masterpiece cards. The Marvel Masterpiece stuff is crazy. And I don't think I have that many of the Marvel Masterpiece, but I'm trying to get, because I wanted to really show you that. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Check this out. This is this Marvel. I think this is Marvel Masterpiece. Let me just flip this around one sec. Yeah. All right, check this out. This is the Marvel Masterpiece. And those are Marvel Masterpieces as well, but I think it's a different year. So here's Marvel Masterpiece right here. All right. Now, when I flip this around, guys, this is really crazy, which I found really astonishing. Check out the back of this. It actually gives you the comic book. I have to move it up forward so you guys can see. Look, I actually give you the comic book on the back of these cards of the artwork of the comic book. So that is really sick. That you got the comic book on the back of these. That is really sick. So there's a Captain America. Well, I don't know. That's not Captain America. But these artworks is just crazy. Crazy. Look at Captain America down there. Awesome shot of Captain. And then you got like I said, the comic book shot on the backs. Sorry, 'cause the lights are, well, it ain't the lights, it's outdoor lights from the sun door. But yeah, it's just neat how you get the comic book picture of the exact comic book on the back from these Marvel masterpieces, guys. Crazy. Crazy. So this stuff has gone crazy. Crazy prices on this Marvel masterpieces, guys. So I'm so glad that I got this stuff. And I'm going to show you some more stuff. But this is the binder. All the cards in the binder. And like I said, any one of these can pop off. Any Captain America, Iron Man, cards from the Avengers, Thanos. Those kind of cards are probably cards you want to send out to get graded. I mean, look at a Thor. Look at that Thor picture right there from the masterpieces. That is awesome right there. Spider-Man and Venoms and stuff like that. Those would definitely be ones that you want to. Look at Doc Ock. That is an amazing shot right there. So these are some really awesome shots. Artwork is impeccable. Impeccable. So I got all this Marvel Flair cards in the binder, guys. And that was part of like a deal that I got that the guy was trying to sell Scott. Scott passed up on it, and I took it. Paid like 30, 40 bucks. And there was a bunch of stuff involved. So that was a binder. I also got a big old 800 count box. I don't know. Look how big this box is. This is huge. Of Marvel cards, guys. Another box. Look at that. Completely stacked. Every one of these cards are Marvel. I just want to show you what cards they are. So this is Skybox. Marvel. I'm not sure. It's Marvel something, but Faces of Doctor Doom. I can't read the small print, but it is made by Skybox, guys. There's Skybox logo. So I got a complete box, and some of these cards have a little whiting at the edge. If you guys can zoom in at the top, got some of these cards got little white nicks at the top. I mean, that's on a lot. It could be from being in the box. I don't know. But let me see if I can get some other cards out of here, out of this box. There's Iceman. You can see the little white mark right there, right where my pinky is, the little white mark. But still, I mean, that'd probably be a 9. Centering looks pretty decent on here. But these cards been in this box probably as long as the guy had them. And as they pulled them out of packs. Here is some... what is this? This is... I'm not sure of the... This is Marvel Universe. Maximum Carnage Iron Fist. So there's some other Marvel cards in here, guys. Check out the artwork on that. So some more Marvel Universe outside of that regular card being in there. There's a whole bunch of different cards. I'm just trying to just pull some like randoms out. There's Black Tom. Supervillain. And that's a Impul. You can see the maker. These card companies are not even in business anymore. See Impul, the little blue logo right there? Impul. Impul cards. This maker is not even making cards anymore. Out of business. So this is made by Impul. So super villains. There's a bunch of just different Marvel cards in here, guys. Just crazy. So glad that I was able to keep these. Check out that. Blessed. A Bloodshed. Or Bloodseed. Some really old cards. Some of these things I haven't even seen because I don't even remember these as a kid. There is Wild Heart. That's Skybox. So I know I got a small fortune here with these cards. Is just pulling out the ones, the gems that are going to be good for grading and have some value. And there's probably some cards in here, guys. I just don't know at this time. All that I got here is Ultra Flair. This is Marvel Comics Arcade. I don't even remember that guy. Arcade. That's the back of the card. From Flair. Just trying to see what Flair. 94 Flair. Sentinels. Supervillains. Check that out, man. Some really, really crazy cards. So, like I said, I'm going to pull out a few more out of this box, but this is a whole box, guys. Long Shot. What is that? Marvel Comics, Long Shot. 1994 Flair. So I'll pull out one more card here, just randomly pulling out different ones from inside this box. This is Fall of the Mutants. Check that out. This is Flair, 1994 Flair card. So, like I said, all these cards are in this, like here, guys. So, got this whole box. Just got to find the gems in here, guys, and the population on these cards are going to be extremely low because nobody, there's people sending the cards out to get graded right now. So they all have low pops. Now this is Jurassic Park, Aliens, Terminator 2, WWF cards, NASCAR, and NAS Truck, but I didn't see any of that in here. But here are just the box. All right, I'm just going to show you some cards off front. So here is Flair Ultra. Here is Mastermind. Still got some stuff for you guys, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. So this is some interesting stuff, card-wise, for Marvel Universe, guys, that, like I said, is just the tip of the iceberg right now. Because these cards are they started taking off in early January, and they are still going up. So you guys might know somebody who has some. You might know, a yard sale that had these. You guys can go pick them up. There's another shot here. Whoa! Trying to hold this box so it don't fall. There we go. But like I said, I know I got a small fortune here in these cards, and I mean, who knows what's next, guys? Terminator cards? Who knows that, the population on these cards, on any of these cards, any of this stuff can probably take off. It's a collectible. And who has them? I mean, who still has them? These are 30 some odd years old cards. A lot of them may have already been thrown away, so they might be in a salvage someplace. They could be sitting at a flea market coming up this year, and nobody knows about them because the person who has them didn't know about them. So these are some things you guys could be on the lookout this year that you may find at a local yard sale and nobody has a clue what they were worth, and you seen this channel knowing that they have some value. So yeah, I would pick them up. So that's Terminator 2. cards. Who's going to know what those are going to go for? I have no idea. I haven't done anything. This is the Jurassic Park cards. Some Jurassic Park. There's a nice little stack of those. Just show you a few of the cards. I mean, if any of this other stuff starts to pop off, so glad I kept a lot of this stuff. Just didn't throw it away. It's just been sitting in a room, guy. I couldn't get to it because I have so much stuff in there. There's another Jurassic Park card. Very little WWF stuff that was in here, like Texas Tornado. I mean, this is like the Coca-Cola WWF. Not very much of that in here. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Whoa, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, Jake the Snake Roberts. This is a Coca-Cola card. The model Rick Martel. So those are some WWF cards. Then there was some baseball cards in here. There wasn't really too much like Johnny Holland. This is Bowman. 91 or 90 Bowman. It's football. And there was a baseball card, another football card in here. That was in there. And then there was a Magic Johnson. This old Magic Johnson card. And then there was this Lenticure card. Check that out. Lenticure card. It shows a face. And this is a Barry Bonds, I think it is. No. Lee something. Lee Smith. So, there he goes. There's the front of him. And there's that. Tilting the card back. The Lenticure. So those are some cards that were in this box. On the Marvel card, there is a Stan Lee card that you can get inside. I think it's Series 1. You can get that card, but it's very hard. I've seen a guy crack a sealed wax box of the Marvel cards. I think, and it's very hard. He got very hard to get the Stan Lee card. So didn't get that. Now I'm going to show you guys some other stuff. So it's for you guys that just stay tuned, that's just tuning in. Got some really good stuff. Now this stuff is the same, some stuff that I got from a yard sale. I believe it was part of last year. And I paid like $100 and something for this stuff that I'm going to show you. So those of you guys that are just tuning in, check this out. Now this is going to really kick back now. Check this out. Now some of these, I did some research on these hats. This is how the lady had the hat. All right. In this bag, Ziploc bag. Now these hats, now this is how she took care of them. This is not what I done. This is what she done. She put them in the Ziploc bag. All right. I'm just going to show you guys. But I think I showed you guys these. She put paper towel inside the hat itself. I guess to keep the brim and everything open. But these are made by American Needle, guys. And these are brand new, still with their $16. I'm going to post that up so you guys can see. These are made by American Needle. All right. Still got the tag on it. And the price tag from, let me see what store this is even from. Doesn't say what store. But they were $16.99 for this cat. And check this out. This is the Iceman embossed needle from 1993 to 95, something like that on this hat. So guys, and it's the Marvel official Marvel bag. Tag from Needle, American Needle, embossed Iceman on the back. Now guys, I've seen hats. And very rarely have I seen a hat like this one on eBay, completed sold listings, guys. Some of these hats are in the estimate, guys, of $150 plus. All right, just telling you straight out. For this hat, for these hats in general. All right, for American Needle, you can do your research and check eBay for American Needle staple back or stead back hat, blockhead, but you can do American Needle. Marvel hats, guys, embossed. And these things are brand spanking new, guys. She really took care of them. The hat still has, like, look at this. When she put the towel in, she put paper towel in here. I'm just going to leave it in there. You can see this paper towel in here is falling out. She put them in so the hat stays rounded. So these hats, I mean, if you go check eBay on the hat, let me just see if I can give you a, I'm going to have to take this out just to see if I can give you a date. Because, look, they even have the official Marvel sticker, stitched logo inside. I just want to give you guys a date from the hat, if I can. 1993, guys. 1993. This hat, check it out, from 1993. Marvel Iceman from American Needle. Brand new. Brand new, guys. And I got these hats cheap, 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 cheap. Cheap. But they're worth about 150 plus. Brand new. Iceman hat. This other one, I did see a comp on this hat right here, which is the Punisher hat. And you guys can go and do your research on it. Check eBay, completed, sold. Even check your Amazons. But far in between where you see this exact hat, Punisher, and this one is, I'm just going to take the stuff out, is, this was at Spencer's at one time. There is a tag from Spencer's, which there are very few of those stores even open. Spencer tag. Price sticker was $5.99. 1993, guys. Tags intact. Marvel. Punisher hat. These hats I've seen in upwards of listing price around $350. All right. Yeah, Pokemart Shiny Face is out. So, yeah. The Punisher, guys. Embossed hat. Needle, American Needle again. Doesn't have the American Needle tag on it. It has a Spencer tag. But that's why I left everything the way she had it on there. Stuffed with paper towels. You put these paper towels inside the hat. I had a couple of multiples on these hats. There's another Punisher hat. And this one has the American Needle stamp thing on it. So there's one sealed. And it's the same hat. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. Same hat as the one I just showed you. This was in the bag. Still got the paper towel. 1993, guys. So I did see some comps on these at $150 on eBay. But I think it was under a pre-owned. Very few of these out in new condition. So these are hats that I picked up. And check out this. This is the Captain America hat. And, you know, like I said, with Marvel going up, who's know what these hats would do? These are from the same era that the cards came out. So, Captain America, embossed, American Needle, and the Captain America logo hat, embossed on the back. Let me see if these have tags inside, because I haven't really checked that. Right, this does not have any kind of like thing, but it does have the tag logos right in there. And this is 1993 Marvel, guys. Right there, it says it right down there with the tag inside from Marvel. So another hat, Captain America, embossed, guys. 1993 snapback, like kind of like blockhead cap. You cannot find these things unless you go on eBay, and these hats are up there in price, guys. So this is another hat collection that I got at a yard sale just last year, but I'm going to show you some other stuff that's going to probably blow you guys' mind, because it's another set of stuff that's very hard to find. And I got these, and I showed you guys. I don't know if I showed all of them off, but I'm going to show you some more stuff here. Just let me get these hats back in this bag. But this is because of the nature of what I do in the business that I'm in, the side hustling, stuff that I come across with, guys. It's just making deals with people that are out there selling in flea markets and yard sales and everything, and coming across stuff, being knowledgeable on stuff that has value or that can become potentially valuable. Grab it, because these hats are like 150 plus, guys, brand new, in brand new condition. There are people selling them in pre-owned for $60 and more, in pre-owned in really nice shape. But you can see from the condition of these hats that I got, you can see that they were very well cared for, and a lot of them are brand new. So, you know, it's just where you buy and what they did with it. They took care of it. It's just some stuff that I accumulated. And so there's another Punisher hat there. So just showing you I have multiples on the Punisher hat. And this has the tag on it as well, guys. So there's 3 different Punisher hats. Just so you say, this guy's pulling the same damn hat out. No, I have 3 of them. 3 of the Punisher and Boss hats. 2 with tags. You guys can see right here on the video live. And I think this other one had the Spencer tag on it. So you can see I got 3. So it ain't no lie. This guy's pulling something up our sleeve. And then there's 2 of those type hats. The American, Captain America and Iceman. So I'm just going to put those to the side. I do have some more in this bag. And there is another. Yeah, so there's 4 Punisher hats, guys. There's 4. There's another one and 2 Icemans. So 4 Punisher hats. There's 2 Icemans. I'll just show you the 2 Icemans. So 2 Icemans, and they both have the tags on them, guys. So these are all brand new. So I did sell one of my hats. I got $275 for one of my hats of the Punisher hats. Already sold, guys. Sold already. So I had other Punisher hats. There was a total of 5 of them in total. I already sold 1. So one of the hats is gone already. Sold 1. All right. So, yeah, at the time that I looked up, because I have a little memory thing here that I saved, I checked this out. Maybe it might have been last year. There was a Punisher hat, blockhead, up under used, went for $104.99, and then new was at $350 under a sold listing on eBay. So that's what I had done last year when I did some research on those hats. You can see one was used and sold under sold listing, and one sold on new last year on eBay at $350 on just the Punisher hat. All right, so I'm going to stick these guys back in the Target bag. So this is some stuff that I got to hold now. I got some more stuff I want to show you guys. And not sure where the market is on these just yet. But I did do some research last year. This is before the spike of the prices on the Marvel cards started going crazy. So I don't even know what these things are doing right now, because I haven't checked them as of late. So I'm going to show you these guys. Let me just get this out of the way. All right, so what I'm about to show you up next, guys, some extremely hard to get stuff again. I'm just going to move the box up front so I can just show you. And these are the Marvel characters. Now, I showed you guys I picked up these things at a yard sale last year in the summertime. Marvel figures, guys. So Captain America on card, guys. And these are back from Kmart. Has a Kmart sticker right there, which I'm going to probably take Goo Gone to remove. I haven't even done any kind of like removing of the stickers on here, but you can see Captain America, guys, shield launcher. And for the most part, I'm going to say for the most part, guys, research that I have done on these guys, these figures went from last year when I checked out. This is before the spike in the Marvel Universe cards. All right, this is before that spike took place. These figures were going from anywhere from $18 to $25. All right, just on any given day on eBay. All right. So these are some figures that I got. I have no idea what they're going for now. They could be gone higher. They could have gone lower. But at the time last year, this is what I checked out. And these carded figures were in the estimate of $18 to $25 on the figures. All right. So I do have multiples. And just so to show you that I have multiples, just to show you the whole damn box. So as I pull them out, look at all of those figures. And together with these figures and the hats, guys, I think I paid $125 for this whole complete complexion. She had a sticker on here at $5 each for the figures, each one. I think I paid $125 for this box with the hats, and I got this other thing I'll show you I got too. So let me go grab that. I'll show you what I got too. So $125 all in. I got this and this Woody Woodpecker collectible by Fossil, and I'll show you that, guys, and after we go through the other stuff. All right, so let's go through these figures, and some of you guys, it'll pull back some memories. There is the Marvel Daredevil figure right there, brand new on the card, and another Captain America with shield launcher. So I have multiples on the Captain America with the shield launcher. So there is Human Torch with fire fling action. Now these come with different action toys inside. So there's a multiple, so there's two. All right, of those. And like I said, on average, these guys go from anywhere between $15 to I'm going to say $15 to $20. Here's the thing. That was going for like 23 bucks. I got a sticker on that one. It's yellowed because of wherever this guy had kept it. It's got a slight ding up on the top of one of the cards, but it is highly yellowed, guys. But it is the thing. Brand new, still in the factory box. We got, oh, check out the Iceman, clear Iceman, and that was going for $18. I did put a sticker on it, so I know what the hell I'm talking about price-wise with these things. So the time when I checked was at $18. Check out this Flash with turbo platform. This was going for, at the time that I checked, at $23. So there was multiples on that. So I had two of those. All right. Next up is five-way stretch. Mr. Fantastic, and then another one. There's two of them. These were going for $23 at the time when I researched these. Then we have the Incredible Hulk crushing arm. This one was going for $25 at the time that I researched it. Don't know what it's going for now, but this is, like I said, as of last year. Here is the Daredevil with extending billy club. Now this seems to be like a very tough one to find. This, at the time that I researched it, was going for 45 bucks. And I did put the price up there on that green sticker. $45 for Daredevil with Billy Club. So let's show you some other cards. There's the Amazing Spider-Man. Multi-jointed action pose. This was going for $23 at the time. And then we have Dr. Doom with power-driven weapons. So that was going for $23. So these, you know, all you can see, altogether paying $125 for this stuff, guys. This stuff is already paying for itself with a lot of the figures already in that $20 range. There is the Punisher with cap-firing weapons. This was at $18. Slight yellowing on the card on one side there and on the other side, so slightly yellow. The Punisher. So I was all in, knowing that these were collectible figures. I had never seen these out in the wild. I definitely had to have these, so I picked these up, guys. I cut a deal with the lady and got these. So got a couple of the Punishers, and I just had them sitting, guys. They were in the studio next door, and as I'm going through the studio cleaning up and doing some work next door for the comeback, when I come back to YouTube in the studio, there's multiple Punishers, guys. I have 4 of the Punishers at $18 each. So 4 of those, and I think there's another one here. Yeah, there's another Punisher. So there's 5 of the Punishers, 6 of the Punishers. There's another 2 here. Another 2 Punishers. Oh, look at that one. All right. Check out this one. We got Doc Octopus, Suction Cup and Grasping Tentacles. This one's going for $18 at the time, so really neat. Doc Ock. And then I have some more of the Captain Americas. This one has shield launcher, multiple Captain Americas. So there's some more Captain Americas with shield launchers. I have a lot of Captain Americas, which is not bad to have. Not going to complain about that. So Captain America is one of those figures that, those iconic Avengers people remember and love. And there's multiple on that, so I'm not even going to pull those out. So let's go to this. Here is some more Daredevil with grappling hooks. Got 2 more of those. And there's a couple more. These got shield launcher of the U.S. agent. And then I have 2 more in here. So show you these guys. Here's another Human Torch with firing fling action, and then we have Rogue in a Ziploc kind of bag. So that's what I got, guys. So this is some stuff, guys, that, you know, in the ordinary. Well, did I forget some stuff? Hold on. Yeah, I got some other figures that I messed out. Whoa. Marvel superheroes. There's Venom, guys. Venom with squirting alien liquid. Almost forgot about that one. So, yeah, this was going for $18. I think as of last year when I was checking now, they had a sticker price. Look at that Target, old Target sticker. $4.94 on the sticker price at Target on that one. Do have another one, so there's 2 of those. And I have the last figure, which I think is awesome too, is another Punisher. So that is it on the figures. So all the figures just showed you guys. They're all carded up. That whole big thing of figures, guys. There's over 30 figures, I believe. And the caps, guys. All in. And then I got this collectible that I will show you this Woody Woodpecker by Fossil. Let's take that out of the box and show you guys. It's Woody Woodpecker. Collectible is numbered too. 101 of 3,000. Can you guys see that? 101 of 3,000. So let's take a look at that. So all in all, those hats, those American Needle hats, the figures there in the thing, this collectible watch. I'm going to try to get a date for you guys on this too. I'm not sure if they're showing you, but let's show you by Fossil. Let's show you that. There's a nice tin. And let's show you what's inside. Check that out. Woody Woodpecker collectible watch, guys. Old style Woody. Fossil collector's watch. Numbered. 101 of 100. So, really neat. And it's brand new, guys. It's brand new. There's all the certificates and all that stuff. Brand new watch. Statue of Woody in this collectible thing, guys. All in $125. Paid out for this. And the hat and the figures, guys. And I'm kind of see what this date is on this. Don't see the date on this, but sticker on the bottom of this thing has $85 on that watch. Can you guys see that stickered? Right there has it at $85. So pretty neat to pick up all of this stuff for $125, guys. And the total estimated value is probably right around, I'm gonna say 1,000 plus, just because of the hats. And then you add the values of the figures, and if it goes up more than what it already is, it's gonna be crazy. So to get that stuff, guys, for 125 bucks all in, yeah, that's why I'm collecting other stuff outside of just normal Pokemon cards. I'm in a lot of other venues. So that's it, guys. So I want to share with you guys that end of my collections on what I'm collecting outside of Pokemon cards. Other stuff, guys, that I do in the hustles that you just can't be one-sided, guys. Not here to complain about Pokemon shortages or anything. We know what we're in. But Pokemon has to step up their game, guys. I mean, really. I mean, quality-wise, they're lacking. Quality control needs to be, at minimum, for cards to be what we expect them to be. We got people that are collecting them to put them in their binder. We send them out to PSA. We're looking for cards that are gradable. From what I see from Shiny Fates, you get some cards that are gradable and some cards that are just not there. So outside of that, we are looking for something better, and our expectations from Pokemon should be high expectations when these sets are released. They come out, the quality, there shouldn't be any issues with these cards. So, with that said, guys, there are other opportunities outside of just collecting Pokemon cards. There are other things, other collectibles that you can be focusing on if you just want to skip by Shiny Fates, or say I'm going to skip by Battle Styles until Pokemon gets back to where their main focuses should be quality and just getting the product. Not worried about a reprint. I mean, it seems that their concern is about what scalpers are making, or the value of the product. I mean, we as collectors look for our product to have some kind of value. And me, myself, I like to collect them, but I also like to know that they got some kind of value that down the road that just in vain, I'm not collecting just to be collecting just for the love of Pokemon, but knowing that the cards that are going to have some kind of value on them, that's why they're called collectibles, commodities. We're in it for the collectability of the cards, knowing they're going to have some values. To know that, as collecting them, that they're going to have some value, that they're not going to be overpopulated, overprinted. But yet I'm going to have quality. And guys, these new sets that I'm seeing, guys, the quality is lacking. Pokemon is rushing stuff, and where's the QA? It's just lacking. It's just not really. They're not really worried about the quality of the product. It's just get this product out the door, print. And if they stop focusing on trying to reprint sets that already came out, there's a reason why you go out of print. You go out of print because you're out of print. You're done with the set and you're moving on. You don't go back to print more. It's just you're done. Move on to the next segment. If Pokemon just prints out what they're supposed to be printing out, worries about just their main goal is to get the next set, then the quality of the QA of the product would be much higher. All right? And I'd rather have a superior product than a lackluster product if I have to. If my main focus is just to print, and not care about, quality, then yeah, print the hell. Don't worry about the quality controls. Print. But if you're going to just print and then get reprints and your quality control, your QA is going to hell, then, we as collectors, you can say, well, you know what? Until Pokemon gets their thing together, then I'm just going to pass by certain sets because I see people opening these cards, opening up packs, and they're just lackluster. The quality's not there. You get a lot of cards of shimmering, a lot of cards off-centered, and especially if you're ones that send out cards to PSA, that you send out cards to get, for PSA graded material, and you not getting that in the new sets, then I would say, I'll have to just look for some singles and shop for singles. Because the more product that people open up, let's see on Shiny Fates, there'll be more of that card available and the price will be cheap. So if you want to go look for singles, especially without busting open packs, because I've seen also in Shiny Fates, the quality of the wrapper. Some people's wrappers are loose, some wrappers are tight, some people's things are all wrinkled up, and some of the gluing on these wrappers are not just there. So they're falling to hell all over the place in the quality of what they're doing at Pokemon. So Pokemon, if you're listening to my channel, you need to wake up, guys, because this is me as a collector, me as a investor in your product. This is stuff that I see. I see other people talking about it. Other people's eyes are open to what's going where, and they're aware of what is going on. So compared to what we used to get from Pokemon, guys, we're not getting it now. And that's what I'm trying to say, is the products that we used to get from Pokemon, the quality and the expectations. Yeah, they're making cards with Charizards and Blastoids, and it's 25th anniversary. There's a time when you need to take pride in what you print and what you are putting out for the consumers to buy. And that's why you have quality control. So they just step back and, they need to step it up. That's what I see. All right? So, there are going to be some choices for you guys. You guys could say, well, I'm just going to, until they step up their game, there's singles and singles and singles of Pokemon cards. Prices are high at first when they come out, and then they actually teeter off a little bit, so you're able to get some singles cheap. Hidden Fates, it was cheap for a while, especially for baby shinies. You can get them for $1, $2, $3, and then now that the set's officially pretty much done, you're either going to get it now, or you're going to pay high later on, because it's set is going to go pew, and the baby shinies and the shiny volts and all those other cards are just going to start to go up, and they're just going to get a little more pricier. So there's a time to buy, there's a time to get sealed stuff. You're just going to have to make up your mind on what you want to do. If you're getting lackluster quality, Shiny Fates cards, then you need to look at singles, guys. No problem at buying singles, and you get probably more cards for your dollar than what they're charging for a pack. I think somebody's charging like $11 to $15 for Shiny Fates booster packs now. I don't think those prices for Shiny Fates should be that high. I really don't, because they shouldn't be at the price of where Hidden Fates is. They should be much cheaper, because their Hidden Fates is pretty much done. So $18 to $28 is the high at what I've seen Shiny Hidden Fates going for. I don't think Shiny Fates should be at the $15 price mark. It's just not there yet. They're still printing it, so I don't think the prices of the products should be that high. $8 to $7 a pack should be pretty much good. Not much more than 10. I would say it should be at like 7, 8, maybe 9, because Champions Path is still around $9. I've seen on Facebook Marketplace. So I don't think you guys should be paying super high prices for booster packs on Shiny Fates, especially if the quality is not there. I mean, it's up to you, but I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. But there's other stuff that you guys can be looking at or buying versus, Shiny Fates. If, since the quality isn't, there's a lot of quality issues. So I'm just going to tell you how it is, how I see it. You can check other channels, and you can see other people's that are, have the same complaints that I'm talking about that they see, because if you open the product, obviously your eyes are open to see what kind of quality you're getting from the cards. All right, so you can see the centering, you can see the texture issues of the shiny stuff on the sides of the cards from the printing, however they're printing, and then some cards come out and they're clean. They don't have that baby shiny with that silvering on the side. So there's some issues, guys, and if you're sending them out to get graded, they're not going to get a 10 because of that shiny shivering on the sides of your cards. So that's what I see in Shiny Fates. But, who am I to complain, right? But I'm just going to tell you how it is, because this is what I see. And I just want to have you guys be aware, guys, that if you're out looking for cards, buying packs, and overpaying, that this stuff is going to be printed, and you might want to look for some singles, guys, that are better quality than what you can pull from the packs right now. All right, because Shiny Fates cards are on like a dip a little bit, so there are some prices, and I would tell you guys straight out, this is how I would go about buying singles for Shiny Fates. Your main focus should be trying to get those Shiny GX cards. There's only a few of them in the set, so get them, $15, $18, $20. If you get them around that range, it's pretty much good. $10 to $15 to $18. Grab them. There's only a few GX cards. I mean, the biggest one would be the Charizard, which, quite frankly, guys, if I was in the market to buy a Charizard from Shiny Fates, I would pay no more than $350. That's my cap on it. I mean, $300, because I think the card is going to come down in price. It should be more like the $200 mark, especially when it's still, and it has been coming down. And that's a raw card. So if you're in the market for a Charizard from Shiny Fates, look in that ballpark. But the price has been coming down, guys, on a raw card. So look for that. I've seen crazy prices on the card. We've seen that. I mean, a perfect example is looking at Hidden Fates Shiny Zards. When that first hit the market, yeah, it was astronomically high. And guess what? It came down, and it was as low as 400. So, guys, you can look for the same thing to happen to the Shiny Fates card. That the price is going to reach that point of the $300 to $400 mark. And that's a good buying time. Get it? And then the card's most likely going to end up being $700 and maybe go up higher down the road. So if you can grab one, perfect centering, around that $300, $350, $375 range, If you have to go 400, 400. But I would, quite frankly, not pay more than 400. All right, for that card. Right now, I would not pay more than 400 for a shiny Charizard from Shiny Fates. All right, and make sure it's a well-centered one, raw card. I'm not talking about PSA graded. If you want to spend astronomically for a PSA graded card, you can get a raw card and perhaps multiple raw cards for cheap that may come out a 9 or a 10 themselves, buying them raw. So if you want to spend more money buying it at a PSA 10, then you could have bought a few on the open market for low price point. Like I said, you can do whatever you want, it's your money, however you collect. But that's where I think the card should end up going, just following Shiny Hidden Fates. The card for Shiny Fates was around $300, $400. So I would assume that Shiny Fates card, Shiny Charizard, should be around that same price range. It shouldn't be higher than Hidden Fates card was. I've seen them easily being pulled from the tins, from the 6-pack tins. I've seen a lot of people opening those tins, and I've seen people with more than 2. So the tins are where it's happening for the Charizards. If you want to pull Charizards, focus on those tins from Shiny Fates. If you want to buy your Zard loose, buy it raw. You shouldn't spend more than $400 tops. More than $400, you spend more than $400, you're probably gonna have to wait for the card to gain any value if you're gonna try to flip it, or if you're in the long term, then you're good. But don't pay more than $400 for that card. And if you pay $400, look for the best centering, guys. I'm telling you, because those are the cards that are gonna gain or be worth the more, because people are going to look at that centering. And we should have no centering issues on these new cards. All right? And you got a lot of centering issues on cards from Vivid Voltage, even Darkness Ablaze, Champion's Path, and also the Shiny Fates, which we got centering issues and some other issues. So just be careful what you guys are buying. Make sure you check your cards for centering, scratches, surface scratchings, cornering. Make sure it's well centered, guys. That's my take. That's my take on this whole aspect, guys. So hopefully, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely smack the like button, subscribe up, join the Pokemart TCG. Hit the link down below. Well, there's a link for Facebook Marketplace. Definitely hit me up on that. And, I guess I'll see you guys on the next video, guys. So with that said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share. Check me out on Instagram. And I'll see you guys on the next rebound, guys. Peace, love, and a high five. And I'll see you guys on the next video, guys. This is Pokemart TCG. I'm Thegamesmen, and I will see you guys on the next video, guys. Peace out.